Shelf is my first book of poems, like all my poetry, and I can't even say forever. One thing I would strongly encourage you, if you are a writer, don't ever throw your stuff away. There was a period of time in my life where I rededicated my life to Christ, and I felt like all the grime and muck need to be thrown in the trash, and I shouldn't have did that. I should have kept it. Some people will disagree with me. I really don't care. But I have poems in here from 03. I want to say I wrote this. So this poem, I know I wrote this in middle school. So I'm going to read it to you. Racism isn't always going to be a problem, but we can solve the problem by finding the solution. We all need to educate ourselves on not just our cultures, but other cultures. We need to unite as one, because when it comes to Judgment Day, it's going to be either heaven or hell. Not white, black, or just, well, I should have said Native American. Just open your eyes and see. Sex isn't all that good as you make it seem to be. Sex is something shared between two people who are committed to one another. A lot of people don't see it that way. They think that sex is a game, not realizing it can kill you. And then I go on to talk about poverty and babies and how we're all alike. I don't have a date, but I know I wrote this prior to my freshman year. My senior year in college, because my senior year in high school, because I remember we had to introduce ourselves through an item, and I used my poetry book. And I never forget when I did my presentation and I read this poem. One of my classmates, he kept on below his breath, look into my eyes and tell me what it is you see after, so it was like, this one I know I wrote in 6th grade, 6th or 7th grade, because I got in trouble for it. Parents, if you see your child taking an interest in something and their schoolwork is neglected, don't ostracize them. Try to somehow lift them up in the process while pushing them to make sure, you got to make sure things are a priority, but at the same time, I see what you're doing, but let's make sure we're getting our work done too. So this one was called Sister, but really best friends. We're sisters, but really best friends. We call each other sisters because we so tight, close. We share lockers, we share secrets, we have fights, but most of the time we're playing around, laughing and talking. Now the fights we have are just playing around because it's just a fake fight. We know each other for 2 years now. It's been a wonderful 2 years knowing her. I love and like her like a sister and a friend, and she does too. The best thing is that you and me and Catrice will stay forever friends, and we'll be the best sisters. So that's how I know it was 6th or 7th grade, because that's when I met Catrice at 6th grade. And I have a poem I wrote called Mother. And how I did this, I'm noticing this one says poem number 4. This one says poem number 46. I wasn't putting the date on them. I was just putting them in order of poetry I would write. So this mommy poem was poem number 3. To a Mother, this was poem 18. Lost souls, I remember writing this. Lost souls, you're lost and you won't admit it. You try to run away from it, but you know it's true. You are ashamed and can't face the facts, and you won't let anybody help you to be found. You think you're independent because you damn sure can't find yourself. Living for you, life for you is a living hell, but you want to be like this, the bottom of the pit, the last of the line, the dumbest of the dumb. So you want to be like this. I hope not, because if you do, because if you're lost, confused, because if you do, you're lost, confused, lost soul. There's no mercy in that one. All right, I think this is the poem I think I read my senior year. This one was long. Just open up your eyes and see. Life isn't what you want it to be. You want everything to be right, but you know, and I know that it's not bound to happen. Life is full of obstacles and challenges, and sometimes you're not able to handle it. Just open your eyes and see. Man is killing every one of you and me. Hell has opened up and set its demons free. People are killing each other over money and drugs, but when you think about it, it's really war. Blacks killing blacks, whites killing whites. How it's easy for us to sleep at night, knowing that somebody's crying because they lost a brother, sister, mother, father, cousin, aunt, uncle, or even friend. Knowing that it's too early for the end. We'll kill somebody in a quick second if they talk to us in the wrong way, or even like they say, disrespect us. Just open your eyes and see. So this was the poem, just open your eyes and see. So the first part I read to y'all was the second page, and this says poem number 46. So I'm not going to go through this whole poem thing, but I just wanted to share with y'all these poems in here. And I kept the original, so you have the type version in the front and the original in the back. This is when I used to religiously type up my poems. And I didn't start writing dates until 1999. Some of these are actually included in my first poetry book. But all of these are in my Google Drive. So I realized I have 2 poetry notebooks. The second one has more newer content in it. That's when I was of the notion I had to print it out. Not anymore. So this right here has been through some stuff. But these are all my English papers from Winthrop. Negligence led to the premature deaths of Euripides Medea. 2002, Dr. Boyd. What did I get on this paper? Let's be real. I was not your stellar student because I will wait to the last minute. This like it's a draft. I don't even see the paper on it. Then Justifying Devoney Loser's Feminist Perspective of Jane's Perspective, Emma. So this was obviously a draft. I probably have 1996. What was this for? I'm assuming a creative writing class. I think I was talking about how we shouldn't do the death penalty. I got a 93 on it, despite the fact she definitely saw some errors. Then I went to a church called City of Hope, and I decided to write a paper on it in my what class is this? Religion 320. My biography I wrote on Wilma Rudolph in my creative writing class. Definition of athlete. What is this? Interesting. Evita, I love learning about her. That was my Spanish project. This was Spanish 3, I want to say. Evita. Madonna actually did a movie playing her. Another poem. So this is the actual paper. The review of the literature. Oh, Euripides, Medea. What did I get on this? I got a C-, and I have a feeling I got a C- because I turned it in the last minute. Also in this binder, not only is every single English paper that I wrote, but it's also every single. I did what was the word? I took a fiction writing class, and eventually I'm gonna adapt those. I'm gonna rewrite those stories. See what I'm talking about? 6 days late. It could have been a B, but it was a C. The glass is either half full or half empty. I actually got a B on this. It told me it was too short. It's 4 pages long. I don't know what. I was not your best English student at all. Grammar, I hated that class. So what is the what is like the big deal about like? That's how a lot of us were substituting words for like. And like. I wrote an essay about that. So I was trying to find, I got notes in here, like, kept everything, y'all. Every essay is in here from college. Even education papers. Some of the stuff I need to throw away. I took a poetry class. Let's take some of this stuff out. And we would analyze each other's work. I'll never get when they ripped me up one time. They were like, it looked like you just wrote that right before class. And I was like, yeah. I don't know how, but I want to revise these. This is like part 3 of this video. I used to draw type of stuff like this all the time. Somebody will buy it. They had to write in Spanish. Dr. Jane Smith. I wonder what she's doing right now. Like, I have a folder full of, yep, Killing for Freedom. I'm going to do a different title. Completing the chapter. I've been on this earth for 17 years and I've never set eyes on my father. As a newborn child, I saw one of the most important people in my life. I had no idea a week later I would never see my mother again. I don't want you to pity me or feel sorrow for me. You're listening to a young woman who was raised by 2 loving grandparents who took her under her wings and raised her into a beautiful individual. Who is this beautiful individual? Micaiah Davis. All of my peeps call me Kaya. I'm a senior at Xavier High School where I'm captain of the track team and the top % of my class. So as you can see, Sarah Bailey and the late Charles Bailey had done a wonderful job so far. My grandfather passed when I was 12 years old. Ever since my grandfather died, the door opened in my life that I never knew that was there. My grandmother opened the door by telling me the story of my mother and father and the reason why they are not the two people who are raising me. I never really asked my grandparents why, because I don't care, and I assume my biological parents didn't want me. To me, I had parents who loved me unconditionally. I'm going to take all the notes he wrote in here. Yeah, this is a good story. I don't know if I'm keeping it. This is a good story. I'm gonna revamp this. Got a lot of papers. I'm not throwing. That's one thing. My future husband, we're gonna have to find some room in the office. But all these notebooks, I'm gonna take them. I have a whole bunch of shelf space where nobody can see it up front. So that's where I'm gonna put this stuff. And then I'm gonna rotate my books. Even though I'm planning on getting a new shelf tomorrow. Well, really, it's a used shelf, but I'm still planning on getting it tomorrow. I realized I had a whole shelf that I can use because right now I have no space. And I made the mistake of ordering more books. Don't judge me. But yeah.